Check out
Darksydephil the lolcow
in Phil of the Future next.
Yeah. Derek, good luck on your driving test tomorrow.
In Life with Derek.
Ladies and gentlemen, the update is very simple. Pickles are back on the menu. For a week, we hyped up the Grillo's Pickles collaborative menu at Sonic. We were excited to do it on Monday when it released. We were gonna hit those goals and we're on pace. And then, in all of their insane, dumbfounded idiocy, Sonic did not put the Grillo's Pickles menu available anywhere for ordering. And my local Sonic had closed, so I couldn't go get it in person. So, pickles were off the menu. Now, the good news is, yesterday, after having hit our support goals, we did do a DSP Tries It for Jollibee. We're already earning goals. We're already at 42 out of 50. What's the next reward? And then all of a sudden, like a whirlwind, like a Texas tornado, it comes blowing through. It's Pickles. All right. All that happened was the employee who idiotically yesterday added the key art to the delivery apps for Sonic for the Grillo's menu now actually added the products. They were so dumb, they didn't do it yesterday. They only added the art. Well, today they added the products. So now you can order the Grillo's Pickles burger, which it's live. All right. So let's get it going. When we hit 50 goals, we will be doing the Sonic Pickles menu. All right. We're at 42. Now, here's the deal. We got to think timing wise and everything. I'm still streaming today, tomorrow, and Friday. But Friday is a marathon. Friday is the Independence Day marathon. That's coming on Friday. Now, the reason I bring this up is if you think about it, right? We have 2 streams today, Wednesday. We have 2 streams tomorrow, Thursday. And then we have Friday. Well, we're already at 42 goals hit. Let's just say we hit goals every stream. Well, that means that by the end of Thursday, we'll be at 46 goals, so we won't have the DSP Tries It yet. But then on Friday, we do have this big event. And typically and historically, during marathon days, I do well. So, the thing is, very likely, on Friday, we could actually qualify for DSP Tries It, but on Friday, we're already got food going. My wife is actually going to make a nice barbecue meal for us. All right. So, FYI, we already have a meal for Friday. So, it's this simple. If people go absolutely crazy and we get wild levels of support today and tomorrow, we'll do DSP Tries It either today and tomorrow when we qualify for 50 goals. And we could do this Grillo's Pickles menu as soon as you want. But if we don't hit the goals by Friday, and let's say we actually have a lot of support on Friday and we qualify for it, well, then we'll just do it next week. So it's either go absolutely crazy and get overwhelming support now, and we'll do it early, which I'm okay with. I'll do it early if you want, but I don't foresee, seriously, I don't foresee hitting that many goals. 8 goals in 2 days is a lot to ask. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? I don't foresee that happening. So realistically, likely what will happen is we're going to qualify for this on Friday during the marathon, and then probably Monday we'll order the Grillo's Pickles meal and we'll finally try it. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Hope that sounds good. Sorry for the crazy drama and delay. I would have ordered it Monday or Tuesday as intended, but, you know, they dragged their damn feet with this stupid thing. Don't ask me why. There's been meals that have been announced and have been on the delivery apps on release day. So this was Sonic's fault. They were dragging their feet getting it on there. Now it's on there and it's like already 2 days late. And now it sucks because, again, I wanted to do this on launch day. That would have been awesome to do it on release day, to be out there with all the other people who are reviewing it on release day so that, you know, I'm one of those reviews people can find right away. Now I'm going to be a week late at the earliest, you know, unless people go crazy and we hit goals right away, which I don't foresee. No one's going to be dropping $600 on today's stream to jump us, you know, up to like 46, 47 goals. That's just not going to happen. So it is what it is. I guess we're going to be doing it probably early next week. Fair enough. Now what's funny is people in the Kick chat are using the thumbs down Patrick Star emo saying they want Pickles. You can have Pickles. All we got to do is hit the goals. It's not my fault they didn't put it on the app. You can go complain to Sonic and say, hey, guys, you suck shit. Because they do. But don't complain to me. I had every intention of doing this on Monday. It's not my fault Sonic closed down in my town because they don't know how to run a business. And they literally shut down their fast food restaurant that was in the middle of the busiest part of my city where thousands of people drive through every day who are hungry, yet they still closed. Go complain to them, not to me. I don't run the business. Okay. Another troll. Wow. 2 troll tips who know I'm not going to read them out. Yet they still sent me their money. You're not very smart, are you? Oh, well. Anyway, all right. So, if you want to see Pickles on the menu, please support the streams. We can actually 100% get it now. As they say, better late than never, right? So let's get it going. Let's get some support. We have a super chat. Can we get a legit tip from someone with a functioning brain? Could we get some subs? Because I'll be honest, yes, once again this week, sadly, Kick is kind of lagging. If you take a look where it's Wednesday, so we're halfway through my streaming week, and we got like 20 subs all week. And we are way, way, way down on subs on Kick compared to what we usually get. So it would be great to get some more subs on Kick if you like the content. Now, also, I should bring this up. Today, we're doing Death Stranding 2. And this is, very matter-of-factly, a make-or-break stream for the game. And you might say, well, what does that mean? All right, well, it means thus. Death Stranding 2 is exactly as I had predicted. It's the same game as Death Stranding 1, with a few tweaks here or there. I'm in demand. People all the time are asking me to play various different games. So my streams are basically in contention. Meaning what I actually do on a stream matters. I'm not going to continue to play a game where people find it incredibly boring. I'm just not. All right? All right? It's very simple. You want it? Come hang out, support it. We keep doing it. You don't want it? Well, then don't show up, don't support, and then I won't play it anymore. You can't really be more simple than that. Okay? And that's sadly how you operate a business. I know some people, oh, well, then you don't have passion for games. Oh, I do have passion for games. It's just that I'm 43 years old and it's time to wise up and grow up and realize reality is this is my job. This is not my hobby. This is not something I do on the side and I have a behind the scenes career. All right. This is my job. I have to balance all these things properly and I have to play what you want. So that being said, today is make or break day for Death Stranding. If today people show up, engage, and support this stream, and we hit goals and everything's good, I will continue to keep Death Stranding 2 in the rotation, and we will play it as a full playthrough. However, if it tanks and people stop showing up and aren't engaging and are just complaining the game is boring, play anything else, and there's no support, then I'm not going to continue to play Death Stranding. And I said this up front when I started last week with the game. I said, I know what this is. And by the way, when I played the first game, in 2019, this was the case where I kept playing it despite the fact that my audience was complaining constantly that it was boring. They didn't want to see it. I toughed through it and beat it. And the whole second half of the playthrough was basically not very successful at all. I had incredibly slow streams. I wasn't making a lot and I was complaining about it. And I mean, whose fault is that? Well, Kojima didn't design the game for streamers. He was going for something different. I don't think I can really blame Kojima. The viewers were just being honest with me, saying this game is boring as dirt. I don't think I can blame the viewers. Honestly, the blame lies solely on my shoulders. I was the stubborn, obstinate guy that said, I'm going to keep playing this game, despite the fact that you guys are telling me not to play it. And I'm changing now. I'm changing for the better. I'm listening to feedback. I'm going to only play stuff you guys want. If I say, well, no one's going to show up for Death Stranding 2, but I'm playing it for another 40 hours anyway, I might as well just quit. I might as well just quit and just go play it myself and not stream. What's the point? I'm wasting your time if you don't want to see it, right? Now, I don't know. Maybe today people will show up and engage and support with Death Stranding 2. And if you do, then I know what you want. So there you have it. It's very easy to show what you want to see me play. Show up to the streams, engage with the content, and support it. And by the way, I will say this as well. I realize that I have a silent majority of viewers who are behind the scenes, who don't speak up in chat, and also who maybe watch on demand. I know this, okay? If you're one of those people, you can still make your voice heard. You can engage with the content by liking the videos, by leaving comments with feedback, by actually supporting via things like super thanks if you can, because I'm well aware with Death Stranding 2, the entire playthrough is getting claimed for music. So you could still do like a tip, something like that. Say, hey, just so you know, I'm here for Death Stranding 2. I'm loving the playthrough. Here you go. Here's a tip. That counts. All right. So there you go. So let's see what you guys want. All right. You have to understand my model of success is based on crowdfunding and will be moving forward. I can't get the level of support I used to get via views and stuff because everyone steals my content. It's just that simple. With so many people illegally stealing my content on a daily basis, I can't make a living off of ad revenue and views. That's why I don't care about it. What I care about is people who actually support concretely through crowdfunding to show me what they want. Okay? All right. So today is make or break for Death Stranding 2. Right after this podcast, we're going to start playing. We'll see how it goes. All right. So, folks, we got a couple things going. If you want to see Grillo's Pickles meal from Sonic as soon as humanly possible, support the stream. Let's get some goals going. Let's hit them. Let's get it rolling. Let's get the momentum going. Right now we're at $9. Let's get that to $900. And then we'll have Grillo's Pickles very soon. In fact, if we did that, that would be 6 goals. So we'd be at 48 goals. So all you got to do is contribute $900 right now, and we'll be at 48 goals. We'll be in position to do Grillo's Pickles tomorrow. That's all. Just the low price of $900. I mean, that's not a lot to ask. I can't do this with a straight face. So anyway, thank you guys. Please support this stream if you want Grillo's Pickles. That's number 1. Number 2, if you want Death Stranding 2 to continue, please support this stream as well. So it's kind of a dual purpose, 2 different things, right? Please support the stream. Let's get it rolling. Did you know that The Last of Us Season 2 has less than half of the viewership of Season 1? It lost more than 50% of the audience. Why? Because The Last of Us 2 fucking sucks. This time around, when he went to tell the same story twice, people didn't buy his leftist narrative anymore. Why? Because leftist narrative isn't popular anymore. It was 5+ years ago, but now there's been a big cultural movement in the world. Everything right-wing is being pushed to the forefront now. Our entire government shifted in the United States. People aren't eating this crap up anymore. So his show tanked. And now he's looking at it like, well, maybe it's time to step back, right? I would bet, if you want to know the truth, I would bet this is not his decision. I would bet it was HBO. Culture is like a pendulum. No? So thanks for the support, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. We're up to $20 of support. So remember, number 1, if you want DSP Tries It, Grillo's Pickles as soon as possible, please support the stream and let's hit some goals. And if you want Death Stranding 2 to continue, please support the stream. You are such a jackass. Your platform, hardware, and game roadmap has never looked weaker. No one wants to play on Xbox because there's no competitive reason to do so besides Game Pass. Outside of saving a few bucks, there's no reason to play anything on your console. You're about to start selling a handheld in the fall that has no competitive advantage to other existing products on the market besides you slap the fucking Xbox logo on it and you put a few bells and whistles in that don't really amount to much at all. What the fuck are you talking about? You've never looked stronger. You've never looked weaker. You're a pussy. In the game of gaming, you are the ultimate underdog. No one expects to hear from you being successful because you've tanked your fucking company so bad. If you actually think you look strong, you're delusional. You're probably, you're huffing the magic dust. Like, what are you talking about? You're actually the industry loser. Loser, not leader. We're not in the Xbox 360 era. How could you think that your roadmap looks strong? You're an idiot. The success we are seeing is currently based on tough decisions we've made previously. We must make choices now for continued success in future years. And a key part of that strategy is the discipline to prioritize the strongest opportunities. You haven't done any of that at all. What are you talking about? It's just insane, right? It's just nuts. The guy's actually fucking crazy. He's delusional and believes all his own bullshit. If you have to lay off employees and close entire parts of your company to succeed, you're not succeeding. You fucking moron. We will protect what is thriving. Nothing is thriving. Nothing. And concentrate effort on areas with the greatest potential. There are none. You burned them all. All of your big franchises are dead. Halo, Gears, they're dead. No one cares about them. You had greatness and you squandered it all. None of this exists. The focused approach means we can deliver exceptional games and experiences for players for generations to come. When will you do this? We're still waiting. When is this happening? Every Xbox Studios game that comes out, Avowed, oh yeah, generations to come. It lasted like 4 days. And everyone said, fuck this boring game. Like, what games are coming out of Xbox Studios that we're all so blown away by that we're playing and will last for generations to come? What a jackass. Prioritizing our opportunities is essential, but that does not lessen the significance of this moment. You're right. The significance is 9,000 people are losing their jobs, but you get to keep yours. That's not right. That is injustice. You should be the one losing their job because you don't know how to run your company. You're an asshole and you're a failure. That's the truth. This guy is the ultimate con man. Everything he says is bullshit. It's corpo non-speak. It's half-truths. There is no momentum. There is no success. The only thing they're making money on is Game Pass. That's it. We've got corpo fake fuck here. We're successful. We're gonna keep focusing on what's growing. By the way, you're all fired. And this is awful. This is absolutely awful for the industry. It is. And it seems like that's exactly what Phil Spencer said. We're going to focus on what's successful. So you're going to cut off all the game studios. You're going to lay off all the game developing employees. And instead, you're just going to distribute games. So just have people work on Game Pass. That's it. Okay, but then you're a loser. You get that, right? You're a fucking failure. You're giving up. You're a quitter. You're a bitch. You're a pussy. You're running away with your tail between your legs because you're admitting you don't have the skill to hang with your competition, so you're going to do something different instead. Okay, Phil, if that's what you want to be, you fucking yellow-bellied chicken coward, go for it. See, I disagree. Dead Gaming says, it's not about skill at this point, it's a losing battle. That's a defeatist's fucking attitude. Do you know how many times in my history as a competitive Street Fighter player, as a YouTuber, everyone said it's a losing battle? And guess what? Here I am in 2025 doing better than I've been doing in a decade. All right. So, guys, we've got a few extra minutes on the show. If anyone would like to talk about a certain topic, tag me in chat. If anyone would like to, contribution, get a shout out quick before we start with Death Stranding, now's the time. Let's get some stuff going before we jump into the game. But remember, today is literally make or break for Death Stranding 2. If we hit the goal today, it continues. If we don't, and people all complain about it all day, the game is done. We'll move on to other stuff, okay? Also, we are working towards the Grillo's Pickle collaborative meal. It is now available on delivery apps, and that will absolutely be the next DSP tries it at 50 goals hit. Yeah, I apologize. I actually wanted to interact with the people on Kick, but there's a bunch of idiots who were doing the thumbs down Patrick Star emote, so I couldn't see them. They were lost in the flood of morons. Someone tipped the buck. No, I haven't seen this. Did I see a tweet of a RimWorld creator being asked hurt? I said his game sucked. I never said his game sucked. If they actually believed it, I mean, that's pretty unfortunate that they just believe everything they're told and they're that gullible. Because sadly, a lot of my audience is like that. They're looking for the big graphics and the big flashy shit. And if they see a bunch of little pixel shit on the screen, they're like, oh, right? Now, I'm not in agreement with that, but that's what I said, okay? So what happened is my detractors clipped it out of context, only presented like 1/4 of what I said to the game developer, and apparently the game developer got ass hurt by it. Well, that's shame on the detractors, but they've done this for years. Shame on the game developer for not actually looking into it and just believing what they were presented with. That's stupid. Right now, I could present you with something that anyone said out of context, and it makes them look like an asshole, but you have to actually do the research to figure out what was actually said before you make a public comment. All right? It's that simple. Why would I show you the clip with the context? It's on my channel. The video is live right now. You could watch it. It's from last Thursday night. We had 2 hours where I was sitting here and we were watching, all these, or looking at all these different games on Steam. Here's the funny part, which you don't understand. I don't have to defend myself because I don't give a fuck what these losers say. And just because everyone's a dunce on the internet doesn't mean that I have to entertain any of it. Really. Just because I'm smarter than these idiots and I don't play their game, because that's all it is, they want me to sit here and waste half my show talking about this. They want me to go watch the clip live to prove my innocence. They want me to get into a feud with the game dev. I don't care. You're all insignificant. Every fucking one of you. I don't give a fuck about it. None of you matter at all. Okay? Every drama queen on the internet constantly trying to pull me into their ridiculous nonsense. I don't care. You're losers. All right, guys, last chance. If anyone wants to talk about anything before we adjourn the show. Okay. I guess that's it. I don't know what questions you asked. Someone says they asked questions. I missed them. Well, I didn't see them. Did you tag me? I didn't see them. All right. There's a lot of people spamming, so we're just going to end the show. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for a good show. Tomorrow, we will know if we're continuing on with Death Stranding 2. And tomorrow, we'll also know if we're doing GTA 4 with mods or if we're trying RimWorld. All right? Thanks so much for chilling with me here today on the show.
Hey, don't go away. Life with Derek is next.
Then I can't unfuck her sister. And sister.
So, but why is it in my forum? It has nothing to do with it.